In this video, I'll be explaining how to come up with a profit margin in BP5. So your first step is to find your ingredients for one of your appetizers, entree, and dessert. So I'm going to use the appetizer example here, and let's say I'm making something that includes flour into it. So I would write down flour for the ingredient, the total cost of the ingredient. Where you get this number is by doing a Google search. So if I went to Walmart online and I look for flour, I found that the cost is $4.48 for this bag of flour. So that's where we're coming up with this number. And let's say for this recipe it asks for cups. So what I would need to do is I would need to calculate how many cups are in this bag of flour. Now in the bag of flour, it's 10 pounds. So if I searched how many cups are in 10 pounds of flour, it tells me there's 17 cups per 5 pound bag. Since we're using a 10-pound bag, that would end up being 34 cups, and that is where we come up with this number here. Now we need to figure out what is the cost per cup. We're going to go equals, and we're going to click on the total cost divided by the total units, and that's where we get the 13 cents. So this is telling us it costs 13 cents per cup. Now, for the unit per batch, this is what it would cost, or this is how many cups are needed to make this appetizer. So 3 cups. So the way we found this number is by taking the cost per unit times the unit per batch, and that would get us the 40 cents. Now that we know how much it costs for the batch, now we can move on to say how many servings does it offer. Let's say for this example you can get 13 servings out of this recipe, and that's where the 13 came from. And what you're doing is you're taking your cost per serving. The way you find this is by going the total cost per batch divided by the servings per batch, and we found that it's going to be 3 cents per serving of this order. So what you're doing is you're breaking down the price from what you pay at the store for your ingredient all the way down to what it's going to cost you per serving. Then from there, it's going to calculate for you your total cost for the appetizer, the sale price you're offering, your profit for appetizer, and the profit margin. So this is the step-by-step that you need to do in order to calculate this. If you go to the entree and dessert, you're going to find the same thing set up. You just got to know what your ingredients are, look at the prices and total units available.